Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, August 29th, and it is just a stunningly beautiful day here in Southeastern North Carolina. And today I wanted to discuss with you a very, very special variety of fig called Bordissot Blanca Negra. It is a fairly uncommon fig, not too many have it, and there's something really special about this fig because it may be the most beautiful fig that I have ever seen to date. This right here is my Bordissot Blanca Negra tree. As you can see, it is incredibly tall. It is incredibly vigorous. It must be 10 feet tall. And I've previously done a video on my Italian 258, which is the tree right behind it that I'm showing you, the very large one. And this tree, my Bordissot Blanca Negra, I received it in a trade, and I planted it in this container at the end of April. And the Italian 258 behind it was planted in the beginning of March. So the Bordissot Blanca Negra is almost 6 weeks younger in terms of when I transplanted it, and it is almost as large as the Italian 258. It is incredibly vigorous, but what is interesting about the tree is, despite its incredible vigor, it doesn't have a lot of fruit on it. So here is the Bordissot Blanca Negra. It started to quickly set fruit, as you can see, and then it went through this huge period where it seemed to have focused all of its energy on vigor. And it spent months where it did not set any fruit or any figlets. And then after the vigor calmed down and it seemed to have topped itself out, it started to produce figlets again. So you can see that there are figs up on the top of the tree and at the bottom of the tree, and it's just pretty funny how trees sometimes work. Sometimes it seems like they don't have enough energy when they're young and in containers to put all of their energy into fruiting and growing if the vigor is too high. So I expect this tree to improve in terms of fruit set as the years go on and it gains age. So obviously the root system's looking nice now, so I expect better things in terms of fruit set moving forward. But what I really want to show you is how incredibly beautiful the fruits are. Just look at this fruit. It's so tight in there I wasn't able to get an organza bag on it, but the fruit is just absolutely beautiful. It is a beautiful striped variety. It is not a ramata, it is not variegated, but as it ages, it turns from this green fig that you see right here to turning purple, and as it turns purple, it gets these beautiful dark stripes on it, and it is absolutely incredibly gorgeous. This fig right here is the most beautiful fig I have ever seen in my life to date, and this tree right here is a first-year tree. This fig is the first fig that this tree has ever ripened. And what I'm finding is that on very, very young trees, the first couple figs are difficult for the tree to hold on to. It must be an issue with immaturity. And you can see right here, the fig is starting to separate. So there is a chance that this fig will drop before it is perfectly ripe. It's still a little bit too firm to the touch to harvest. Alright, I decided to wait until the end of the day, and this guy is looking really nice. And I think I'm going to pick this off, and it looks like it's just going to pop right off. This right here is a beautiful fig. It has a little bit of cracking on it, a fairly tight eye, but it has a few little tiny bugs. They're not ants, but they're some kind of little tiny bugs that are just starting to get to it. I'm often reluctant to test the very first fig off of a tree, especially a first-year tree, because sometimes it doesn't ripen properly. But because I have so few of this type of fig on the tree, I have to test this one because I run the risk of myself not getting another beautiful fig this nicely ripened. And it feels pretty good. It has a weight of 29 grams, which is a smaller fig. It started out a lot larger, but it dried quite a bit today. And I just can't believe how absolutely gorgeous this fig is. This has to be one of the prettiest figs I've ever seen, if not the prettiest. This is the side that the sun did not contact. You can see it's very dark, but I have some nice striping going on the side that ripened in the sun. I can't wait to see what this fig looks like inside. I often find the first fig is not a good representation of what the mature figs look like. But this looks pretty nice. I would say I'm pretty happy with this fig. Looks very nice inside. Pretty jammy for being the very first fig this tree has ever produced. That is very sweet. That is one of the sweetest figs I've had of the year. It's very dark. It's caramely, I would say. It's so rich and so thick and so jammy. I would say it kind of tastes like almost like a berry brown sugar jam. This is really, really, really fantastic. That right there is a wonderful fig. All right, I'm really upset that my tree has so few figs on it. That one is definitely a keeper, and I already can't wait until next year, and I hope that my tree sets a lot more fruit, because that fig is absolutely fantastic. That is one that really needs to gain more popularity, and it needs to be shared more within the fig community, because that fig was absolutely spectacular. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel for more videos like these. I really appreciate your viewership, and I hope to see you all again next time.